Good morning, students. Let's start with a new exercise, that is 13.1. Question 1. Following are the car parking charges near a railway station up to. For 4 hours it is rupees 60, for 8 hours it is rupees 100, for 12 hours it is rupees 140, for 24 hours it is rupees 180. So check if the parking charges are in direct proportion to the parking time. We have to check the if it is in direct proportion or not. So for that, what we will do, we will have to find out the ratio. So I have made a table here where the parking time is given, parking charges also given. We have to find parking charges by parking time. That is the ratio we have to find. So let's start with 4 hours. So for 4 hours, what is our parking charge? Rupees 60. So 4 by 60. This is the proportion that we are getting. That we can write it as 4 by 60, that is equal to 1 by 15. So now for 8 hours, it is rupees 100. So 8 by 100, we are getting 2 by 25. So for 12 hours, parking charges will be 140 rupees. So it would be 12 by 140, that is equal to 3 by 35. Now for 24 hours, it is rupees 180. So 24 by 180, that will be equal to 2 by 15. So we got the ratios and no ratio is equal. 1 by 15, 2 by 25, 3 by 35, 2 by 15. So the ratios are not getting equal. So what will be here, what we have concluded? So here 1 by 15 is not equal to 2 by 25, not equal to 3 by 35, not equal to 2 by 15. So we can say that this is in here. We can say that parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time.
Question 2. A mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of red pigment with 8 parts of base. In the following table, find the parts of the base that need to be added. So a table is given to us, that is parts of red pigment and parts of base. So 1 part of red pigment is added, then part of base will be 8. And as the number of parts of red pigment is increasing, the parts of base will also increase, right? So if the parts of red pigment for 4, so likewise it will be more than 8 parts of base. So here this will be x and this will be y. So when one value, that is x, is increasing, y is also increasing. So if parts of red pigment are x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5 respectively, then this is also increasing. So it will be direct case of direct proportion. So then parts of base is directly proportional to y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5 respectively. Now we can use the formula of direct proportion, that is x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2 is equal to x3 by y3 equal to x4 by y4 equal to x5 by y5.
We have to find the ratio of x1 by y1, that is x1 by y1 is nothing but equal to 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is our ratio. This ratio we have to use, and first we will find out for value of y2. So for y2, what is the formula? x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2, and x2 we know it is 4. Sorry, here I will write x1 y1 is 1 by 8, x2 here it is 4, and y2 we have to find it. Now we can easily find out y2 is equal to 4 multiplied by 8 divided by 1, that is 32. So y2 is 32. Now for y3 is equal x1 y1 is equal to x3 y3, and x1 y1 is nothing but 1 by 8 is equal to x3 is 7, and y3 we have to find. So again cross multiplication, y3 is equal to 7 multiplied by 8 divided by 1. So y3 is equal to 56. Now for y4 is equal, y4 we have to find x1 by y4, y1 is equal to x4 by y4, that is equal to 1 by 8 is equal to x4 is 12 and y4 we have to find out. So y4 will be equal to 12 multiplied by 8 divided by 1. So what is 12 multiplied by 8 will be 96. So y4 is 96. So now for y5, x1, same again the same formula, x1 by y1 is equal to x5 by y5, that is equal to 1 by 8. x5 is 20 and y5 we have to find out. So y5 will be equal to 20 multiplied by 8 divided by 1, that is equal to 160. So this way, by putting into the formula and supposing x1, y1 and everything, we have to find the values. So we got the values of from y1 to y2 to y5.